What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and another YouTube competitor has fallen. This one in particular stings because it was created by a fellow YouTuber who understood the problems that, that were unique to YouTube content creators. And his platform, Storyfire, had seeked to alleviate a lot of that. There were some definite issues with the platform that I think really held it from growing. But the fact remains that in order to compete nowadays against YouTube, you need enormous amounts of money and apparently political connections. I think that what Jesse did with Storyfire should be viewed not as a failure, but as a best attempt to make your own Twitter, so to speak, in a system that's clearly rigged. We see that every single day, and that, Parler, for example, was yeeted from existence over a few posts that exist on Twitter in the tens of thousands. We know that many platforms, BitChute, Rumble, these remain smeared in mainstream media and left to be right-wing echo chambers. Certainly not what BitChute wants or what Rumble would want. They want all the content. They want the cat videos along with the political type videos. But because of the way they are viewed in the mainstream media, and so many YouTubers consume mainstream media, they think that having content on BitChute is like some sort of political statement. I find my content to be relatively middle of the road, although some of my videos might, lean one way or the other. But all of my videos go on to BitChute, and they get thousands of views. Now, Jesse Ridgway, you might know him as McJuggernuggets, has announced this weekend, it's with a heavy heart that I must announce Storyfire has been unable to secure financing. After struggling for many years to financially bootstrap the platform myself, I can no longer sustain it. As of February 1st, 2021, the Storyfire platform will be shutting down. This is a statement that definitely hits home for me. My project with exclusively games, was an attempt to do the same thing. Like, I hate games media nowadays, so let's go out and create our own thing. And it's not as easy as it looks. If you don't have super huge mega corporations backing you financially, it's impossible to even compete. He goes on to say, this is one of the hardest decisions of my life. So much passion, time, and resources poured into an ambitious idea. To see it close down is genuinely heartbreaking. I genuinely gave it my all, and really pushed to keep it alive. But unfortunately, it wasn't in the cards. I'm incredibly proud of what Brian Spitz and I have accomplished with Storyfire, this entire community of users and creators. We all have a passionate community. For the final week, you are able to download any of your videos uploaded to the platform. We will leave the video links so you can download the content. Also, Storyfire website, you can export all of your written stories, details to follow. We really wanted to succeed. We still have a vision of a collaborative creative community all centered around Blaze Currency, a platform governed by the creators and the power users, where artists can share and create together. No monopolies, censorship, or demonetization. Yeah, it sure would be great. And as of February 1st, Storyfire will be shutting down. I don't think that this was ever going to be something easy to do. Even if you have big crowdfunding money, big VC venture capitalist money, it's so difficult to compete with the tech oligopoly that exists. YouTube, as far as I know, as far as I can say reasonably, without any kind of government influence, is going to maintain a monopoly for a very long time. Now, does that mean you can't make a go of it on BitChute, Rumble, or Odyssey? Absolutely not. There were things that made Storyfire difficult. The ability to not import videos is a big handicap. That's one of the big things I see with Rumble. The fact that I can't upload my video to one platform and have it mirror onto Rumble is why my content doesn't get updated as often there. This was a problem with StoryFire, but in a lot of other ways, StoryFire reminded me of kind of the golden age of YouTube. It was difficult for them to get creators on here, a diverse creator group. You know, the largest one was still Jesse with 225,000 subscribers. Guys like Boogie, Leafy. This isn't like new YouTube. This was still kind of like old YouTube, although Optimus got big here. You have Pyro on here. You have some bigger YouTubers, but without a major influx of users, it just was never going to happen for them. And also monetization, is a thing. That's one thing that Rumble does do. You can earn cash relatively easily here. They have a 50% revenue share, and they have ad integration. They have all sorts of other stuff. BitChute, similarly, they really need to step up their abilities to monetize here. Odysee, they're already rolling out a live streaming feature, I think, which is really good. And you see, a lot of your regular content creators you see popping up here. Even here I am on the front page. Salty Cracker here on the front page. Jordan B. Peterson. A lot of people that I watch on YouTube are here. Diesel Patches. But that isn't necessarily enough. You need to have the monetization. You need to have the cash behind you. You need to be decentralized. You need to have a way for creators to easily integrate, because nobody's going to leave YouTube willingly, because that's still where 99% of the traffic is. The 1% that's out there is still legit. It's like I said, my content here on BitChute, it's like I always say, people are afraid to come over here. I mean, here's a video from an hour ago. Here I have 41,000 subscribers on BitChute. That's not nothing. Here's 4,000 views on this one. 2,500, 39,000. I'm regularly getting between 2,000 and 4,000 views on videos, and that's been up. In another month or two, it'll be 5,000 to 10,000. In another couple months, it'll be 12,000 to 14,000, 15,000. That's legitimate. And that's not necessarily because I have a big YouTube following. I don't even really promote this. And same on Rumble and Odysee. I get views here and there. I mourn the loss of an option for content creators to put their content out there. It's a complete bummer that there aren't more options for people than YouTube. So, I tip of the hat to Jesse in trying. There's absolutely no shame in trying and failing. It's significantly better than never trying anything at all. I hope he has he hasn't put himself at risk financially too much. And I hope that he can recover from this. But it stinks. StoryFire had built a nice little community here. And it was a nice place for people to pop in. And they had some nice features, especially the social feature I thought was really nice. You hear Augie on here. You never know what you have till it's gone. You see, it's like they had basically Twitter built in. They did this better than YouTube did. And I'm hoping that the people that leave here go to BitChute and Rumble and Odysee. In addition, I know it's not easy to maintain all of these platforms all the time, which is why building your own community is so important these days. That's why I have a Discord. That's why I have a subreddit. That's why I have a Twitter. That's why I had a Parler. In fact, here's a reminder of all the places where you can join me and interact with the community. Huge shout out for giving it a go, Jesse. And I'm sure you'll rebound with something even better. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. And all I want to do is remind you that I have a thriving Discord community I'd like you to join. I have a strong presence on Twitter alternative Parler. You can find me on Twitter, and you can join my subreddit. I'd love to see you on all 4 platforms. Links are in the description of this video. You can also support the channel by clicking that join button down below and becoming a member here on YouTube, or signing up at my Subscribe Star, which is also linked in the description below. Both forms of support, go miles to support people like my wonderful editor, Sean. Or my wonderful thumbnail creator, Ben. You don't have to do these things or join these communities, but it would be neat if you did. Now let's get on with the video.